They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent.
Taking a shot on the first play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can...
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Got it in the middle with Dotton. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the prop.
Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense? Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Huskies are threatening on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he...
Wasting no time taking a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. grabbed over the middle. It's Green.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making checks. Smith wants to throw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got the first down, looking for more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Otten. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Mack. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Harris. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle, it's Otten. Touchdown, Huskies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Smith. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Smith wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Smith.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of help.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Otten. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Otten. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. Coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Casper.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mack. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Smith dropping to pass. Floating away. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Caught behind the line. It's Casper. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Casper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Smith dropping to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Smith wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's Green. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Smith dropping to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Motion from the back. Smith wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Casper. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, running back on the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, David.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Smith dropping to pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll... toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later.
There he goes. Just keeps moving. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. To the air, it's Mack. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's got it on the move. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the left side. Open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge... in the fourth quarter, they are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This
hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite